Damon Hill explains massive carrot dangling in front of Toto Wolff and Mercedes. Mercedes may still be off the pace compared to Red Bull and Ferrari, but Damon Hill still reckons Lewis Hamilton and George Russell will have a chance this year once the Silver Arrows get their problems fixed. Through 4 races this season, Mercedes have been unable to match the pace of their two main rivals. Russell has been consistent in his performances, finishing no lower than 5th so far. But Hamilton has seemingly struggled the most and could only manage 13th last time out in Imola. The 7-time world champion has even ruled himself out of fighting for the title this season, despite there still being 19 scheduled races left in the year. The first of those comes this weekend, and Hill hasn't completely ruled out Mercedes from springing a surprise. Mercedes' biggest issue has been their inability to drive low to the ground because of the porpoising on the car. But Hill believes, once that is fixed, Mercedes should be on the charge for race wins once again. Would you completely rule out Mercedes? Hill said on the F1 Nation podcast. They've got a lot to think about, but perhaps they could throw themselves into the pot. They have even less resources that they can use because they've had so much success, so they're actually on the limit with how much developments, wind tunnel and financial resources. He added, they're almost a second off the pace, but that's because they can't get their car low enough. And they can't get their car low enough because of this porpoising. You look at the front end of these cars now, they've got these underneath the bib where the skid plate is at the front, just behind the driver's knees almost. They've got these dampers. They've got these fairly serious looking bits of kit that are doing something, and I'm wondering whether it's just simply a damper that when the car decks, it somehow stops it from springing back up again so much so it could be the actual floor hitting that is setting off the oscillation. If Mercedes can work out how to get the car lower, it's an exponential curve, so it doesn't go up linearly, it'll go up exponentially. So if you can get your car half a centimeter lower, you get maybe double the amount of downforce or efficiency. So they've got to control that really difficult increment in downforce. It wants to suck so hard that it actually wants to suck onto the ground, and you've got to get it as close as you can without it hitting a bump and releasing and going into that crazy oscillation. We haven't seen the full potential from Mercedes, is what I'm saying. Because we're so early in the development of these new regulations, there's this really tantalizing, massive carrot that is dangling right in front of Mercedes, but they can't get to it.